Okay, let's get one thing out of the way right away. We are going to Blanco, Texas, not Blanco. So when you read the map and you want to say the Spanish word, just be warned that you will get corrected when you get here. So we had a great visit. We got to see Blanco State Park, which I'm going to show you, and eat at a few restaurants that we were very pleasantly surprised with. So come along on our adventures and see what we find. Our first stop was a barbecue joint called the Ode 300 Barbecue. It's in the city center right downtown. The typical old-time barbecue. It is the place you want to go. If you want barbecue, this is it. Don't go anywhere else. We had ribs, we had brisket, we had pork loin, we had sausages, both with and without jalapeno. Everything was fantastic. They have two different types of barbecue sauce, spicy and not spicy. We loved all of it. And ate too much. So would highly recommend that place. The next place we visited was very impressive. It's called the Real Ale Brewing Company. And when you get onto the grounds, there's a very large outdoor beer garden. They have tables, they have a patio, they have a fire pit, they have, picnic tables spread out, they have a small stage for events. I'm sure it's a great place for gatherings, just hang out under the trees and talk with your friends. That's what we did for a while. The weather was fantastic. And then it was time to go inside, upstairs to the tap room for tastings. And we found many different beers on tap. They had the Fireman's No. 4 and a light version of it. They had 8-track amber. And then they had plenty of unique beers as well, like the Moonwalk IPA, the Squirt Gun Juicy IPA, and Strawberry Shake beer, if you can imagine that. And then what I also found interesting was that they do their own spirits there. So they had their own gin and some whiskey flavors as well. When you're sitting in the tap room and you can look out behind you, there is also the whole bottling area. That is definitely worth a stop and a couple hours and find a beer that you like. I'm also always on a quest for small town breakfast places. The place we found here was called the Chess Club Cafe. Now this place is busy. It has indoor and outdoor seating, probably more outdoor than indoor seating. We got indoor place, and when we got in and got our food ordered, we got some breakfast tacos, which we added spice to. They were a little bit less spicy than we prefer. I got a Chess Club breakfast with bacon, which is pretty similar to what I usually get for breakfast. It was fantastic. We got a 3-egg omelet. And one thing that I would say sets this breakfast apart is that they had sourdough bread. I'm not sure if it was homemade or not, but it was definitely way better than just your regular, wheat or white bread that you typically get. So recommend that place as well. We also visited Blanco State Park, and as you can tell, I included a little map here for you to see what it looks like. It's a relatively small park. There is places to drive on each side and one walking trail. It has plenty of covered picnic tables, great bathroom facilities, but the thing that I thought was really neat about this park was on one end of the park they have a small dam, and there's a lot of people that play just right in that area where that dam is. But then on the other side of the park, upstream of the river, is also another dam, small dam. And so in between that, there's a deep, very slow-moving water that you can swim in or kayak or tube. Also fishing there, and so that was pretty neat to have that right there. So we enjoyed that park as well. I hope you enjoyed our video on Blanco, Texas and our time spent there. I encourage you to try out yourself and see what you find out. And leave any comments below, and we hope to see you again.
But it also made us think about things like little kids' nursery rhymes, Blanco, Planko, Winko, Blanco, Planko, Tranko,